declared winner by INEC.
Even still in the same vein, I think in the State House of Assembly, APC win 15 out of 27 seats in Imo State of Assembly. INEC have declared, and then we have Inazu Embassy State Constituencies election inconclusive. So definitely, these are some of the things we'll see. There's definitely places that the result being inconclusive, but just like we can see, the results are still coming in, and then we can see that for the states that already we have the likes of Sheyi Makinde, we can see that definitely from the call we had earlier, there's jubilation, and even though we might feel that it's taking too long for all of these results to come in, even though it's at the state level, but I think we'll just keep being hopeful. And we can see for those who are already leading, it's obvious that the people believe in them, and that's why they're giving them the mandate to come back for the second term. So maybe we have to take a cross-section of seeing what they have actually performed, if they've really performed, and that is why, obviously, the people want them. But, just like you make an observation where we see maybe like the president-elect is at APC, and so other, you'll be having like, will be having strongholds, but there are certain states that it's either the present ruling party that is having a stronghold or it's the other opposition party. So definitely there will be maybe a bone of contention whether we are actually leading or not. But we can see that from the coalition as we are getting them from the various local government levels, and as the polling units are coming together, we begin to see that there are certain parties that are actually having a stronghold, and then there are others that are not really having strongholds there. So it's just all about, keeping the faith alive, and then with all the arrests we've been having. Before we went on that break, I was actually expressing concern where we have promising young men being used as thugs, and they're not realizing that they have what it takes to make positive impact, rather than being used as, devices and, talks to actually cause confusion. So we just hope that as we keep seeing arrests being made, that we have actually taken, the bull by the horn to make sure that we eliminate all these people that are causing unrest, and actually to do what is expected. So the result keeps coming. We can see in Imo here, APC is actually taking the lead in the State House of Assembly. So that's really kudos to the the ruling party over there in that state. And then we keep seeing other state levels coming, how other parties are ruling in other states are becoming.
Well, when we move to Ogun, there's already someone has been declared already. Well, in Ogun, APC Abiodun has defeated Adebutu, and he's now re-elected Ogun governor. Again, one of the 11.
One of the 11.
is now resting.
Yeah.
So the governor of Ogun State, Dapo Abiodun, has been re-elected for a second term of 4 years, and the All Progressive Congress APC candidate was declared the winner by Professor Kayode Adebowale, the state returning officer of the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) in the March 18, 2023 gubernatorial election in Ogun State. And then he pulled 276,298 to defeat his closest rival, Ladi Adebutu of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, who scored 262,383 thousand, as well as Biyi Otegbaye of the ADC, who got 94,754 votes, and who has the backing of former governors and serving APC Senator Abikunle Amosun. So when you check the result of Ogun, I think it's so close. The margin 276,000, and then for that of the PDP had 262. Some people are already alleging some inconsistency, but well, when you have your facts and figures.
We said it earlier, there's a keenly contested position, in Ogun, and we expect to see that because the margin is not that far. But, as it is now, the winner have been declared. So
anybody that have any grievances, if you have facts,
tribunal
figures, you move to the tribunal. But, well, some people are already jubilating, while some are sad right now. And
so Let's
the law will
see.
take it. 'Cause
Out of the 11, let's
Yes.
see who will make it. Probably, maybe all of them, but let's see how. Because I believe their track record supposed to speak for them. You know, I just believe, you know, some of these politicians, once you are coming to an office and you know you have 4 years, and you know in your mind that you will be going for another 4 years, I think the 4 years is enough for you. Whatever you have for the people and you do for them, should be able to campaign for you. You don't need to struggle and then going real hard, you know, going down to the to campaign. That's for me. I just feel, you understand, because you have all the opportunity, because you know you want to come for second term. So, but like Seyi Makinde, I think one thing that speaks for him, like when he came, you know, he cut down the running costs of the state government, the governance, you know, to 50%, and overhead costs to 12%. You understand? And then you go there, you see a lot of infrastructure there, you know, that is a masses-driven project. And things like that, you don't need to. That's why even during the campaign, you don't see him like really going, let me use this word, jiggy, like going down like other governors.
What do you expect when your work speaks for you? Then you have less to say. There are times that people ask the question, oh, where is the likes of Wike, the governor of Borno State, Seyi Makinde? They were like point of reference. People were asking, where do they get their own money? Because when you go down to their state, you see evidence, you see projects that are being done. These are things that even the blind can attest to. So when there's impact, you speak less. You only struggle to convince people when you don't have anything on ground. You get, that's when you begin to like, oh, say this, say that, say this, say that. But your project, your developmental stride that people have felt in the health sector, education, in terms of security and all of that should speak for you. That way you will even speak less when it comes to campaign and all of that. So people, because they want these things to continue, like they will defend you.
Sure.
If there will even be room for a top 10, or they'll say you can come in. But, you know, looking at the fact, just like we say, your work will speak for you. And we say that it's only what you have done that you'll be remembered for. So with all of this infrastructure, it's not something that you take away with you when you are done with your tenure. It's something that the people will keep enjoying years and years after. So we really have to applaud all of those governors that have done well. And with the fact that their people are seeing that we still want these people in power, we still want them in governance. And you say that that's where you see times that even when you don't want to be a senator, even when you don't want to be a president, the people will say, why don't you, you know, vie for this position? Because if you can do it at the state level, we'll actually see that you'll be able to do it. No wonder, looking at the likes of Peter Obi, where he was contesting, people keep making reference to what he did when he was the governor of Anambra State. And so they felt that he can actually make that same impact if he becomes the president. So these are the kind of things we want to be hearing, that because you've done so well at the state level, people can actually vouch for it, that when you go to the national level and even beyond, you can actually deliver. So I think this is the step that, you know, most people who are into leadership and governance should actually take a leaf from, in case they have not learned from it, because these are the things we want to be seeing at the end of the day.
And, you know, still going by the achievements that Sambo Solomon has still mentioning earlier on, I recall that sometimes in 2022, that was when the campaign were on, the Commissioner of Information and Culture in Oyo State was like, he's sure that Seyi Makinde will be re-elected by the people, because going by his promises of bringing about security, infrastructure, education and economic expansion through agriculture, which he said he performed credibly and in all sectors, like were things that the people have actually felt. When it comes to security, he highlighted the fact that just within 100 days into office. He actually bought 100 units of care vehicles for security agencies. And that is not just it. He also bought another 100 units of patrol jeep vehicles and bulletproof jacket for security agencies. And this is just one amongst the many projects he has done. Go to the health sector. The administration actually completed and rehabilitated the rehabilitation and equipment of 299 primary healthcare centers, and then he added the general hospital again, many others. So go to education, go to infrastructure. You heard when the caller from Oyo was saying that there are some projects that he has also started, and we're hoping when he comes in, he will continue. Even though he was a member of the G5, people were thinking, oh, that would affect him. But one key thing about him is the fact that that did not deter him from governance. Even when you see him traveling for their meetings and all of that, he comes back home. So, but some people, when they get into office, we've seen how some members of State House of Assembly, even governors, including like sitting governors, lose senatorial seat. Why? You ask yourself.
Yes.
Some people even have the opportunity. Okay, your first tenure, you got into office. Like on a norms, if you think of the fact that you want to come back, you want to continue, then you should use this first 4 years that people trusted you with. They should be able to feel the impact. But just imagine that the first 4 years that people just say, okay, let's try you because you've not been a governor before. Let's try you. Let's give you this opportunity. And you just bridge the gap. Like you close the gap between you and then the people. For some members of the State House of Assembly, they don't even have a place in their constituency. Immediately after the election, they relocate to other places. Like, excuse me, they relocate to other places. For members of the National Assembly as well, you see people that they are representing a certain senatorial district or senatorial zone or House of Rep, like certain constituency. They don't even visit. In 4 years, you go once. That's when you know you want to go back. You start calling for meeting after maybe just 1 week to the election. I think people will trust you. Like you said during one of our programs, people will forgive you, but they will vote you out. So I think people should wisen up. For some of the governors that will be going there as first-timers, they should understand that leadership is about service. Let the service come from your heart to the people. Like the basic that the people need is not something that like will take your whole life. Provide the basics for the people. Governance is about the people. Think about security, power, health sector, education. How can you improve on that? When the impact is being felt, people, some of these places you go, they don't even have access roads and all of that. But when you are able to bring some of these developmental strides to the people, when you are in fact, the people will come begging you to please continue. Since the Constitution provides for 2 terms, they will even plead with you, please, can you just continue with this? And by the time you are really like genuinely elected, because we've had cases where people will say, oh, this process was flooded, the election was rigged. People, you come back, you do the needful. Now we've seen people that just spent just 1 term in office and they are not re-elected right now. Why? They didn't They closed the gap between themselves and the people. Like there was actually open gap between themselves and the people. People will call you, will not pick their calls. People want to see you, speak to you about the challenges they are facing within your own constituency. You don't answer them. So I begin to wonder, what do you go and say in the House of Assembly when people are presenting cases of their own constituency? You don't have anything to say. You are sleeping there, or I don't even know. So I think people need to be up and about. And they should understand that it is about the people, not you going there so people can come and serve you. No, you are there to be at the forefront, to cheer the cause of the land, to bring about development and other things. So I think the needful should be done. I hope people learn lessons.
Yeah, and one thing about Seyi Makinde, he keeps to his words. And he's someone that is closer to his people. Like you rightly said, no matter what, he makes sure that that connection is there, because it's one of the key things, in governance, because you have to have this connection, with the people that you are leading. Imagine you are leading people in a particular constituency, and then you don't even see them until 4 years when you want to recontest, and then you're coming and then begging them in a constituency that you are representing people in a state or national assembly. Are you not supposed to be there weekly, or even once in 2 weeks? Where is your house supposed to be? Some of them, they don't even visit. Rather, the people are the ones visiting them. And you begin to wonder, yes, because is our mentality, is our belief what is our interest? Why are we going for that thing? All of that, that's what you would check. Because people, like you said, people should wise up, and I think we are getting there. Like, you are representing us, and we see you like once in 2 years. It doesn't make sense. So how do you get to know our problem? And then you present it to the appropriate quarter. Already there's a gap. Already there's a gap. So I just feel what is happening now is changing the narrative. As you can see, people as young as 26, are moving into the House of Assembly. And you can see that means these houses of assembly, there's going to be a lot of competition, It's going to be vibrant. People will bring ideas. People will challenge ideas. You understand? Because young people, that's what they are up to. You don't just bring something and then you feel it will just go. They will challenge it and see how viable is the thing. How sustainable is the thing. So is it a friendly project that it can sustain? If it's not, why can't we think of another alternative and do what we think people will be pleased with us? So it is high time. And then for the fact that the youth now are beginning to own up, Nigerians are beginning to wake up to their responsibility, saying that, yeah, this is where we want to go, even though we have people that are representing us, but we will lead the way and tell them this is how we want you to lead us. You are just a custodian. We are just allowing you to just take care of them. But we have we are the majority, so we should have the say of how everything should go about. You understand? So I believe we will get there.
When that not too young to rule actually came, initially it was looking as if the youth are not really serious, but we can say that the youth are actually taking up various positions and actually letting the world know that the youth also can actually do something. They can shake tables, they can make effective, policy, they can actually make changes in their positions as being, representative at the state level. So this is really, just like you say, we can see a young person as young as 26 years old, that is to show that she has something to contribute. She actually has something. That is why they believe in her to be there. So it's all about, just like we're saying about, do not burn bridges that you will need at the end of the day. So we hope that for all of those people we've elected to the various, House of Assembly, we'll have easy access to them. There will not be a gap where we cannot close up, where we cannot reach to them, where we need you. Maybe that's why I always bring up the fact that we need to start having maybe town hall meetings every 3 months or 6 months. We start calling you back to go back through your manifesto. How many of them have you actually been able to make up for those period of time you said you want us to elect you? We've done that. What have you done so far? Let's start calling them back home. It's not when you need us again for another election. That is when your number will start going through. We should start insisting. Maybe we'll start looking for a way that in the Constitution, it will be mandated that all of these people need to have houses where they are actually, talking about their local government areas. Maybe that will actually make, most of this, people in governance actually realize that you need to keep
it's not as if they don't have houses in their local
They
government.
do, because that's where they are coming from.
No, they are possibilities.
But they don't stay there.
The house are just there. When I mean having a house, I'm not saying totally ruling out. But of what essence is the house there and then you're not there? So it's only during Christmas period you sneak in and sneak out, and they don't even know when you are there. And then when you're about to leave, we don't even know when you're there. So let's be able to keep a close tap on them.
I think there's something that Joyce always say, as they talk, sit down with your pen and paper. Take note. And this is the time. I'm just saying what you're saying. This is the time. Like, yes, if you like, you are in. Shall we give you our vote? You are in. So we will follow that. Whether you come for town hall meeting, whether we call you, you agree to come, or you refuse to come, we know there will be a time that we will remind you of all of these things. But we will honor. If you are not representing us well, there are options. The issue of recall is there. Possibly, maybe this time, this regime, it will start working.
It's over expectations that make us unable to hold some of these politicians accountable. Because when House member, State House of Assembly member representing your constituency is being elected or he just won, the next thing you're thinking of is the launching of your tribal association, how that now you'll be able to take cards to him and he will donate 1 million naira or 10 million naira, and probably some of these things that we're expecting from this. Imagine 10 tribes or asking this person for 10 million. You think your health system will improve, or you think education will improve? These are some of the things that lead some of these people to embezzlement. Monies that are being allocated like for projects that will be beneficial to the people. At the end of the day, you don't see it because of the high expectations we have. And if you keep having expectations, like high expectations demanding from these people, at the end of the day, you will not be able to hold them accountable. Why? Because they were at your festival, they were at your launching, they were at your whatever event, and they gave you millions of naira. And you will not be able to tell them, oh, what about the project that actually is supposed to, we are supposed to bring to our community. So I think we should start reducing our expectation and start holding people accountable.
I agree with you. Yeah, on that note, we'll just take a short break, quick break, and we'll be right back. So stay with us. Okay. For making Ekwa TV your TV of choice, and it's still the choice, you know, where we're discussing issues of election, how results are coming, and then who is being declared and who is waiting. And so far so good. We have three governors, you know, that have been declared officially by INEC. That is the one of Oyo, the one of Akwa Ibom, and then the one of Ogun, you know. So more are still coming, and we will still continue to give you update. And on your point,
well, I think it's worthy to note that the governor-elect of Akwa Ibom, talking about Eno, he is a former commissioner for lands in Akwa Ibom, and is many people say he's the anointed candidate of the incumbent governor, Udom Emmanuel, whose 2 terms will be ending this year, May 29th exactly. And I know this is like a common cliche in Nigeria, especially when it comes to elections, like you hear issue of anointed candidates, you hear issues of godfatherism, you hear issues of pushers and all of that. But well, as we speak, he's the governor-elect of Akwa Ibom State, a former commissioner for lands and commissioner of lands in Akwa Ibom.
Okay, I thought Sally want to say something. You talk about the issue of anointed child, anointed
candidate.
servant. That's how they call it, anointed servant, anointed candidate, anointed son. You
Like,
see
I'm just thinking of the privileges when they say you are anointed son of this person,
Yeah, there's nothing wrong in anointing someone, but there's something wrong when you know that you are bringing someone and you are enforcing the person on people simply because you know that you didn't perform and you feel that person will do your bid. You understand? And that's the reason why sometimes you find all this political fight. Very soon, if care is not taken, you will hear that this was anointed candidate of former governor so person, but now they are fighting. Before you know it, is either the governor, like the governor on seat, now leaving the party to another party so that their path will not even cross with the former governor. We saw that happening in some states, not all. But we see some states whereby you see the anointed ones, carrying on with the project. And sometimes the issue of anointed candidate that you normally hear, some are propaganda, and you remember we treated propaganda one time in one of our show like that. It's just propaganda. People will just feel he's with the governor anoint him, so the power of incumbency, there's nothing, even the people that are contesting the primaries with him, there's nothing they can do, and the rest. But when you look at his antecedent and he feel this is somebody that can drive the state, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong.
Well, as we speak right now, again, an incumbent has been re-elected, and that's the governor of Kwara State, talking about Governor Abdul Razak, who contested under the APC. We called earlier, we said he was actually leading. And, well, he has been declared governor, re-elected governor, like... Now, out of the 11, we've seen that of Oyo State being re-elected, the governor of Ogun as well re-elected, and now the governor of Kwara State, talking about Abdul Razak, he's also re-elected governor.
Well, as they keep coming, we'll keep updating you. Like I was saying.
And just sorry to cut you, just to give the figures. The All Progressive Congress candidate pulled 273,424 to defeat his closest opponent, Abdullah Yaman of the PDP, who scored 155,490, and Hakim Lawan of the Social Democratic Party, SDP, who scored 18,922 votes. There's actually a wide margin there. So, well, the APC candidate, talking about Abdul Razak, has been re-elected for another 4-year term.
Well, His Excellency, congratulations, for second term in office, and we wish you the best. And like I was saying, so you just see people using that as a propaganda, just maybe to discredit the candidate, maybe trying to make people feel like he's not credible, and then the governor want to impose the candidate. But sometimes it is okay when someone is living in office already, he have an idea of somebody that he wants to come and then take over from him, maybe based on the person antecedent, and then the person believe in even the system, you understand. But sometimes you look at issue of party loyalty. Somebody will be coming, they will be like, okay, this person has been loyal to the party, and that is the reason why we are bringing the person, you understand. But I think gradually we will move from there and we'll begin to think of credibility, and that will lead the way.
Credibility, character, and also accountability have always been the watchword. Integrity, trust. I think these have been words we've been using over and over, talking about credibility of the leaders we elect. And just like we're saying, there's nothing wrong with having an anointed candidate, son, or whoever it is. But then imposing it on the people, and you knowing for sure that this person actually will not actually do what is expected, or making sure that the person is not actually governing his state or not representing well, but is actually being loyal to you. That is what you say that the person will do. That is where I will have a problem with it, because you know that you're actually imposing this person, and then the person is more like will I say, a toy to you. Is what you say he or she should to do, that he will do. So in as much as we're congratulating all the people who have been re-elected, that is to show that the people believe in you and they're giving you the mandate to return to office again. So this is the way of, pricking the conscience of the people that have been re-elected, to make sure that they do not disappoint, the people, their people, for re-electing them into power, because it's really, really commendable. It's really when you give so much of hope to people. We keep talking about trust. Trust is earned. You don't just give it to people. So you have actually earned the trust of your people, and that's why they have re-elected you. So it's expected. It's actually, we hope that as they have been re-elected, that they will do the mandate of the people, not their personal mandate, because this is not a personal race, but this is the race of the people at the end of the day. So we're looking forward to seeing all of these candidates performing, because performance is what is very, very important at this point in time. It's not just being there, but then that your performance, your work, your credibility, your character, accountability, integrity will speak for you in the long run, even when you're done with these 4 years.
Well, still talking about the governors that have been re-elected, just to highlight the fact that the governor of Kwara State, Abdul Razak, Abdulrahman Abdul Razak of Kwara State, the APC candidate who pulled 273,424 votes to defeat his closest opponents. Well, before the campaigns in 2022, he highlighted the fact that he made job available, and he met dilapidated structures across the country, across the state, and then it includes primary health, education, poor infrastructure, and even lack of water supply. But he said they have actually gone far to overcome that, and he said they overcome exceedingly well across all these sectors. He talked about the fact that we have stabilized things. That's according to him over the past 4 years, and they are there to serve, and more are going to be done. Well, probably that is why the people decided to still give him that mandate, even though it's common in Nigeria when people point fingers at past administration. He talked about the fact that previous administration, that was before he came, couldn't even pay salaries, pensions, and gratuities, in spite of huge funds that were actually received. But they actually came in and cleared all of that, and he said they will continue on upscale on what they have done, and especially in the area of health, education, agriculture, road infrastructure, and social safety net. Well, that's according to him. And some people will argue that, if you ask me, we've already seen that going by the results that were actually announced. We saw how that some people actually said, no, the process is actually flooded. When you go to Rivers State, when the coalition was ongoing, some came, they said, we have our facts, we have our figures, the process was actually flooded, and all of that. But meanwhile, they're just governors-elect until May 29, where we'll start telling them about what is expected after May 29, when the swearing-in would have been done. But for now, they are governors-elect.
Yeah, but for the ones now that they are coming for the second term, they are already in office, but for the new ones, anyone that's scaled through, definitely you have to wait for the other person to vacate the office. And then, but for them, it's more like a continuity from where they are. It's just that normal ceremony that they will just come and then fulfill all righteousness. But the ones that are coming fresh, that's when you feel, how it means for you to take that oath and then drive in that car, taking salute and then the rest. So, but we wish them the best, and then as the result comes in, and we'll keep updating you. I'm looking at. I think we should open the phone lines.
Yeah.
Please. Our phone lines are open, so you can do well to call us. And don't forget that we are live on Facebook and then YouTube. So do well to connect with us. So let's just hear your view. Let's hear what is happening. You know, for those that are winning, we know is jubilation everywhere. So let's know how you are celebrating. But know that even as you celebrate, you should exercise. There should be decorum.
And please, I think it's important when you call us, turn down the volume of your TV set or just stay away from it. I know that people are anxious. People want to hear.
Anxiety.
We are like, can you just tell us who won in my state? As the results come, we tell you, and you can as well go to IREF, that's the INEC result viewing portal, to check the results that have been uploaded so far from your state. And I think that will do well, will serve you well. So please, you can check IREF, and you can also follow us on this program. As the results come in, we'll let you know.
Okay. I have the IREF of Nasarawa State. We have 99% already uploaded. 3,228.
I think we have a caller.
Hello?
Okay.
Yeah, hello, Ike from Benue.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm by name Ike Innocent from Otupo. I want to know whether the one of Otupo benefit has come out because I'm just coming in.
Okay. The results are still being collated. As soon as it's announced and declared by INEC, we'll let you know. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, we have 3,228 out of 3,256 already the results submitted, which is 99.14%. So I think for Nasarawa State, anytime soon, we will hear a declaration because we are just waiting for just few, you know, talking about the IREF. So that is what is obtainable. If you are from Nasarawa and then you are so concerned about what is going on, like you can just go in, log on, and then check the result there, and then.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, Peter. Good evening. Thank you for calling from Warri.
Yeah, this is Peter from Warri.
Okay, go ahead, please.
I want to know about the data state result.
Okay.
The results are still being uploaded, and we're going to be giving you the results that have been uploaded so far on the IREF, but there's no announcement yet by INEC, which is the official body that constitutionally have the power to declare anybody winner. So stay with us. As soon as it's announced, we'll let you know.
Well, quickly, the result on the IREF, you know, we have 4,967 result already submitted out of 5,863. We're talking about 84% so far.
So that's a good one. It means soon, too, we're going to
be for the one of Delta. Yeah. I want to see, let's give them the one of Anambra. Okay, Bielsa. Okay, it's not ready yet. Benue. Okay, Benue, we have 4,474 out of 5,102.
Sorry to cut you. Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I'm Ifan calling from Edo State.
How is Edo this evening?
Thank God.
Okay.
Thank you for calling.
The election in our country seems somehow. If you see things that are happening, you know there is no hope for this country. Election, our leaders take it do or die affair on anything. They don't want to leave office. They use every source of manipulation to do all sorts of things. In those states, before today, like let me say 2 days back, They are telling people, if you know you not want vote PDP, don't even think to come out for your house, or anything you see, you take it. In open place. Not that they cover face or anything. So in such manner, how do you think people will now come out to come and receive beating? A bit, or to come and make them molest? They even break some people windscreen because they put another sticker on the vehicle or their tricycle. They break their windscreen because they put Labour Party. So this thing is somehow. Then after you will come and you say you win free and fair election. How did it happen? How did it happen? So I'm scared for what is going on in this country. I'm very, very scared. Things are going wrong. Things are going wrong. Everybody know that things are going wrong. None of us want to say the truth. Things are really going wrong. Thank you. Now, well done.
Thank you so much for that update. I think Edo State is one of the states that the governorship election didn't hold. That's because they are off season, and I think it's due to litigation and court cases. But the State House of Assembly election, well held there. I think it's uncalled for anybody to say if you will not. These are the issues we kept talking about: intimidation, violent attack. How can somebody tell you if you are not voting for this party, don't come out? We saw that in Lagos and other parts of the country, and I think it's uncalled for. Like I kept saying before the election, security agencies assured of protection of citizens as well as electoral material. So with all this intimidation, harassment, operation, or oppression, like where are they? We've seen situations where they will tell you, oh, we intervened properly. If they did, would we be hearing cases like this? Now, if you go by Sambo Solomon Sele, carefully go by the results that were actually collated, and then the number of accredited voters. Check the number of eligible voters in that polling unit and check the number of voters that were accredited. There is low turnout. In fact, in one of the polling units that I saw that had about, I think, a state that had about, either a state local government board, 8,000, only 2,000 people like turned out for it's a particular location. So imagine that out of 8,000 eligible voters, the people that turned out that were accredited and voted were 2,000. What happened to the 6,000? There's actually low turnout, and just like he said, how do you expect people to come out when there's no assurance of their safety? Imagine those whose cars were destroyed. Imagine those who were injured. We saw videos yesterday and even today of people that were injured. So think about it. Oh, your family depends solely on you. And then you have already been intimidated. See, if you're not voting, don't come out unless anything that happens to you, and then there's no security presence. Of course, you have no turnout. Earlier on, yesterday, we gave it to INEC for coming out early. That's like after the case was raised after the presidential election of late arrival. We saw them correcting that at the presidential election. But the securities were intimated about the fact that there's actually cases of intimidation that people should not come out. We've seen that even in Lagos, people were told, oh, there's going to be a festival that only Yoruba people are expected to come out. Even though the government came out and debunked that, saying there won't be any festival. We saw people coming out, but people were still attacked. Hello.
Yeah, I'm calling from Maya.
All right.
Okay.
I appreciate the good work you people are doing from that ECW station.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My dear brother,
Yes.
Yes,
I
sir.
regret of being a Nigerian with what is happening since February 25th. The date. I regret. May the good Lord help us.
Amen.
The meaning of democracy, is it different from that of America? That's the question I want to ask. The real meaning of democracy, or the interpretation of democracy, is this step with that of America and other countries? Or the real meaning of democracy in Nigeria is have another meaning? Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Mr.
Raphael,
Raphael, for calling. That's a deep one, if you ask me, and that's well, even as we don't expect and even encourage people to give up on the country, but the system must work. And if the government wants followers that are going to adhere to whatever principle you're, then you must be seen like also living by the law, because we are a democratic nation. Rule of law should prevail. But in a system where you see certain individuals over over the law, acting like they are above the law, then it's uncalled for. No wonder we have the kinds of people we have today in the society. Well,
Hello?
Kuta, good evening.
Hello.
Hello, good evening. Kindly turn down the volume of your TV.
Good evening. How is evening?
Good evening.
Hello. Hello. Good evening.
We are with
Good
you.
evening, we can hear you.
Hello.
Go on, please.
Hello. Good evening.
Evening.
Good evening.
Evening. How's evening?
Fine, please
Hello.
go on with your
We are with
contribution. We
you,
can hear
please.
you.
I'm hearing all the results, and I'm yet to hear from my state.
Okay.
So what is happening?
You said you are
Okay.
hearing all the results.
It's not all the result, Kuta, but right now I am on the IREF and I'm on Benue State. Benue State, so far the results that have been uploaded in the IREF portal is 4,476 out of 5,102. So I think very soon you will hear the official pronouncement from INEC. So just keep faith with us. Any moment from now, you hear the announcement, and we'll update you.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Please, when you call us, kindly turn down the volume of your TV so that we can hear each other.
You were making a comment earlier, the fact that it's very sad when we hear Nigerians saying there is no hope for Nigeria, or we hear comments like, I regret being in Nigeria. It's really sad comments like this coming. And where we begin to ask, where does legitimacy stand in these places like that? So it's really sad, and we hope that the relevant authorities will just, do what is expected. The fact that people receive threats even before the election, and even during the election, we can see people being attacked, being oppressed, physically, mentally, morally, just to, bring down your morale and make you not to turn out for the election. It's really, really sad. But we just hope that we are still Nigerians regardless of what it is. This country still belongs to us, and collectively we can actually, demand and, see the changes that we envision. And no wonder I was saying that with all of this, we need to get to the root cause of the problem. It's not enough to just have these talks being arrested, but then it's another, step for us to see that the relevant authorities take, when we see some alerts coming little, we don't wait until it has escalated and then we begin to, because one problem we have as a nation is the fact that we always go for preventive, we don't go for preventive measures. We also always want to go for correcting what has happened. So let's look forward to where we have to prevent it from happening and not wait until already the damage has been done, and then we begin to see what can we, save from all the little that have been destroyed. What can we save from all of the ruins that we're seeing around? Now, lives that have been lost, we can't bring them back. People
Hello?
are in the hospital. So
Hello, Mike. Good
All right,
evening.
good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, Mike.
Hello.
Hello, good evening, Mike. Go on.
All right, this is Mike calling from Abuja.
all right, go on. We're with you. What's happening?
Okay, I will just have to, just like the other woman said, that it's like she's regret being in Nigeria. Just like me, since yesterday, although there was no election in Abuja, though, I've not tuned to any program where they talk about the election of yesterday, because I know that definitely results that they want will surely come out, not what we want. So I'm not interested in tuning to, just that I just love watching program from this particular station. That was just why I left it down on this station. When you guys were talking about the election, at the initial I wanted to just switch off the TV.
Please stay with us.
Without hearing anything, because
all those things are just, I don't want to use the word. We are tired.
Please don't use the word.
Imagine the stress in February 2015. Now, we are still battering, hearing stories upon stories, and nobody is. They are doing all of those things because they know you cannot do nothing. Anywhere you go to, they have their people. Any little you can go to the court because they have everything planned and arranged within that. It's what they want, then we announce. So I just swear, some of you see the turnout of yesterday. People, some polling units, I was seeing on social media where INEC officials were sleeping because they were not voters. So people are discouraged. I've met a lot of people that say this is my first time of coming out to vote, and what I saw this time, that means I will not vote in my life. For me, as a for the past how many years, I didn't even stress myself because I know what we have, sorry to say, in Nigeria is election, not election. Because at the end of the day, it's not what we want, we will always get. So they will always give us who they want. The same people inside. See people fighting, killing people. When are we going to be done with this system in Nigeria? When? Because those people are coming into power now, in the next 4 years, they will still do the same process to make sure they stay in power. And as they are leaving, they will still do the same process to make sure they have somebody that will defend their name. So when? It seems that this thing will continue till only God knows.
Thank you so much, Mike, for calling. And I think one of the points he's also lamenting about the situation. But I think the people, Nigerians, should decide who becomes their leader and not the courts. Let's not see people bragging, oh, if you're go to court, go to court, go to court. This nation can only be built on righteousness, on justice, on fairness, on equity, on integrity. So we should always see the needful being done. Let me take you to Jigawa, where INEC has also declared Umar Namadi as Jigawa governor-elect. And then the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has declared the candidate of the APC in March 18 gubernatorial poll in Jigawa State, Umar Namadi, as the winner of the election. Namadi, who is the deputy governor and former commissioner of finance in the Northwest, scored 618,449 votes to defeat his closest rival.
Namo.
Hello?
Hello, Namo. Good evening. Thank you for calling Equa Television.
Hello?
Good evening. We can hear you.
Can
Go
you hear
on.
me?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for calling. How are you doing?
Fine,
Well, good.
I'm calling from Nasarawa State.
All right,
Okay.
go on.
Please, I want to know much about this gubernatorial election of Nasarawa State.
Okay.
Okay.
Stay with us. We are going to update you on the results that have been uploaded so far.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
So while you updating with the information of the result, just so
quickly.
you know, the governor of Jigawa State, governor-elect Namadi, he was the deputy governor and former commissioner of finance in the Northwest State, and he scored 6,018,449 votes to defeat his closest rivals, Mustafa Democratic Party, who polled 368,726,000 votes, and Aminu Ringim of the New Nigeria People's Party, who got 37,156 votes. So the Umar Namadi of APC has been declared governor-elect of Jigawa State.
Well, congratulations to him. For Nasarawa, we have 99% of result already been submitted. So if you go to if you go by number, we have 3,228, and then out of 3,256 total result that is being expected. So any moment from now, just stick with us. Any moment from now, we will hear a declaration from that quarter, and then you get to hear who takes the lead in that state.
So it means so far we have 2 PDP governors elect. We also have 3 APC governors-elect.
Yeah. And I think that's the fight now, because I remember there's this write-up, you know, some people try to calculate based on the strength and then the region, how politics are being played, you know. They even shared the state, you know, telling us that PDP.
Okay. Well, let's speak to Aliu from Kwara. Aliu, good evening.
Please, if you call us.
Thank you, sir. How are you this evening?
All right, go on, please.
Hello?
Hello, please reduce the volume of your TV set so that we can hear you well.
Hello? Hello?
Ali, we are with you, please. Can you turn down the volume of your TV set so we can hear you?
I want to know the update of about the Kwara State election.
Okay, for Kwara State, if you're listening to us, APC's Abdul Razak has been re-elected Kwara governor. So as you can see on the screen, the governor Abdul Rahman Abdul Razak of Kwara State, who is the candidate of the All Progressive Congress, pulled 273,424 to defeat his closest opponent Abdullah Yaman of the People's Democratic Party.
Okay.
Yeah, APC won in Kwara.
Okay.
Yes, you're welcome.
Okay. I think like 2022.
So how do you feel about that?
Thank you.
Okay, good. You said thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, I think it's in same Kwara State where we have a 26-year-old Rukayat Shitu wins Kwara Assembly seat, and earlier we saw it at 5-year-old again, who defeated a member who was actually returning for the 6th term, and then this 35-year-old defeated him, and now we're having 26-year-old Rukayat Shitu winning the seat of Kwara State House of Assembly. And she was a former Senate President of Congress of Noun Student, CONS. And she will represent Owode Onire constituency as a local government area of Kwara State. I know a lot of people will be like, wow.
It's not a surprise.
6-year-old.
It's not a surprise. Aluta continua.
Well, for you, it's not a surprise, but to lots of Nigerians, it's a surprise, looking at the fact that defeating someone that has been there.
When you check the background, you know, everybody that do unionism, definitely, they all, once they choose the part of politics, they always stand out. You understand? Now we are just talking the age, but when you talk about the experience, she got the experience. That's why.
So I think a lot of young people have high expectations on her to go there and actually represent. You know, we've been talking about some people not too young to rule, the youth should take over and all. So these are opportunities that are being given, and I think there are a lot of, it will come with so many expectations, because okay, if these people go out there, you have the opportunity and you don't perform well, people will say, oh, even the youth that have been clamoring for not too young to rule, are they actually ready? Because we also have situations where in some states they have young governors.
True.
But when you look at performances, we hope that when she goes there, just to talk about her scores, she actually contested under the All Progressive Congress APC, and she scored 7,521 votes to beat her People's Democratic Party rival, who polled 6,957 votes in the Saturday exercise. Well, about 1,000.
Imagine it's just so slim. But you see, now it is a wake-up call for her, knowing that the margin is slim. So that means even the PDP guy is popular. So now is your performance that will make you stand out. And you see, when youth are representing like that, in this kind of a situation whereby youth are clamoring, you know, and then asking that they should be given a chance. Given a chance, not
All right.
Hello.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, Malu.
We're with you.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening. Go ahead. Make your contribution.
Yes,
How is Nasarawa?
From Nasarawa.
All right, go on.
I want to hear the update of the election from Nasarawa State.
Wow. Okay.
Yes, we are eager to see how the incumbent government
Democratic Party, they are fighting the election now.
Okay.
No problem. Very soon you will hear the declaration from INEC. But so far, so good. On the IRF, 99% of the results have been uploaded. So we are waiting, Kildi, to hear the announcement as we update you.
All
So
right.
please keep your fingers crossed with Equa Television.
Again, let me take you to Yobe State. I have the breaking news.
You're welcome,
Thank you for
my brother.
calling.
Thank
Well,
you very much.
Yeah.
moving to Yobe
Thank you.
State.
All right, Malu. Thank you.
The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has declared the incumbent governor of Yobe State, Maybala Buni, as the winner of the 2023 governorship election in the state. So again, another number has been added to the
APC.
already now 6 states. INEC have actually declared. So Yobe, we have the incumbents actually coming back again. So, well, Maybala Malabuni Malabuni has been declared winner of the governorship election.
You know, he was a caretaker chairman of APC. That at a particular point he was running a two office.
Yes.
You know, he was the governor and then also the chairman, because the present chairman took over from him. So at a point, people like wondering maybe he should relinquish one and concentrate on one, because the people of the state start wondering: are you our governor or are you chairman of APC? So, but looking at that, you will say yes, him holding that office, definitely he will do everything possible in his own reach, like
There's some influence. Let's talk to Magaji from Kaduna. Good evening, Magaji. Thank you for calling.
Hello.
Please
Evening,
go on.
Magaji. Go on, please. Can you turn down the volume of your TV set, Magaji?
Yeah, good evening.
Evening. Magaji, go on, please.
Okay, kindly call us back, and
Okay.
please, when you call us back, turn down the volume of your TV. And just to say that while the result was being announced of Yobe State in the INEC headquarters in Damaturu, the returning officer, who is Professor Umar Pate, said that Buni of the All Progressive Congress, APC, scored 317,113 to defeat his closest rival, Sharif Abdullahi of the People's Democratic Party, who scored 104,259. And on that note, he was actually declared the winner. And just like you said, he was the former caretaker chairman of the APC, and he's returning as the governor of the Northeast State for the second time under the APC.
So like I was saying, you understand. So you see that's not allowing any other party to come, you know, as an incumbent governor and as a caretaker chairman. You understand. So by that, and looking at the margin, then you know that at least the people like him. Maybe the kind of his leadership,
Yeah.
and you know, he's the kind of person that is kind of
Hello,
quiet.
Jerry from Onitsha. Good evening.
Yes, yes. Please, I want to say something about. It's true that we didn't conduct a governorship election in Onitsha.
All right.
But this, if you look at this, our country, they always like to be fooling us. Look at what just passed. They say passed the February on. Look at how they did it. And some people say that it's not court will decide what we are going to do. But where do we get the justice? I thought his court is the right place because their people are everywhere. Even in that court, they are there. Anywhere you go, they are there. You can look at this election. Many people have died. They have killed many because of just election. Is it good? So these our leaders, they are very corrupt. And it's only God can help us. So that's what I want to contribute.
Thank you
Jerry.
so much,
And that
Jerry.
just reminded me of the comment from the presidential candidate of Labour Party. He said so many people have died election. Well, we are not saying that the courts will not decide. Of course, when election takes place such as this and announcements are made and people are aggrieved, it's constitutional for you to approach the court. That transparent should be should be conducted well, that people will see that, oh, I actually won this election honorably, and if you lost, people will go down honorably. Let's not conduct elections with irregularities, because these are what bring questions about the system that produced whoever emerged at the end of the day. Like we always emphasize, if you must be called, I think I'm still quoting the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, must be referred to as Your Excellency, then the process that brings you to power must be excellent. So it cut across every other seat, whether State House of Assembly or governorship. The process that brings you to power must be excellent. And where people have questions about the process, that they can approach the tribunal, and I think justice should be served. Recently, the president signed some bills, and that included the independence of the judiciary, and the world is watching them. Let's speak with Victor.
I want to know how is the result of Rivers State?
Okay, Rivers State. Okay, just hold on. INEC has not officially declared the winner in Rivers State, so keep watching The Choice. We'll keep you updated.
Thank you, Victory from Bayelsa.
You're welcome. Yeah, for Rivers, quickly, what is there in the IREF? We have 5,625 results already submitted out of 6,866. So we are talking about 81.9% result already submitted.
So soon with the process and all of that, but let's just keep watching. As the information comes, we keep you updated on that.
Oh, that's that for Rivers and the IRF. And then let's look at we have already 93.3% already results submitted. That is 3,832 out of 4,104 results have been submitted. So any moment from now we'll hear of Adamawa. You know, people too are really looking out for result from Adamawa, because it's being keenly contested by a woman, and then the PDP candidate, and then
I think we have
where?
Enugu. Hello,
yes,
Paul.
Enugu State is asking for
Enugu. Okay.
Well, so far INEC has not. We're going to update you with the results so far uploaded from the polling units in Enugu. Just stay with us.
Hello, Paul. All right, thank you.
People are really eager to hear now that they know that celebrations are on, you know, in some states. For Enugu, we have 4,035 out of 4,145 already submitted, which we are talking about 97.3%.
While coalition is ongoing and the results are being announced.
You know, everywhere there's this anxiety, there's this maintaining feelings, not too hot, not too cold, you know, just in between, so that I will just people are being declared winner. We have a caller, Simon. Good evening. Thank you for calling Equa Television. This is The Choice.
Yeah, I'm calling to know the result from Benue.
Okay, just hold on, Simon.
Yeah, I want to know the result from Benue.
Okay. All right. Well, so far, the INEC, which is the body constitutionally empowered to make that declaration, has been so far uploaded on the IREF. So keep watching The Choice. We'll give you that information.
People are really...
Samuel Solomon, there's also another one coming in again. APC's Inwayaya has been re-elected Gombe. You know, that's one of their hot spots.
You know,
and so for Gombe, Governor Inwayaya, leader of the All Progressive Congress of the March 18, 2023 governorship election, he has been declared winner of the poll. Yahaya of the APC scored 342,821 to defeat his close contender Mohammed Jibril Berde of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, who scored 1,000. I think this is going to send signal to all the governors that are actually coming in for the second tenure. It means that there's actually an assignment to be done. But well, APC's Yaya Inuwa won in is the governor-elect again in Gombe State.
And you see, we're talking about how the okay, we have a caller. Hello, Gabriel.
The results for Kaduna State governorship election.
Okay.
Just keep faith with Ekwa Television. Okay. As soon as the result has been declared, we will surely announce.
Please do update me for the governorship election for Kaduna State.
Okay,
right,
we'll do that.
Keep watching The Choice. As soon as it's announced,
bye.
Thank
we'll
you.
let you know.
Thank you, Gabriel. You know, we're talking about the dynamics now, how it's been changing. People are believing people are following people's antecedent. If you look at the issue of, we talked about Gombe, how dicey, you know, the contest is going to be. Because we are talking about a place that have 2 senators, you know, from PDP. Yeah? By that calculation, you will know that already whoever is coming as a governor have a problem, because we have 3 senatorial districts and then opposition are controlling 2 already. So you will know that for them to win reps and then Senate, yes, we know we are sending you out there. There's something you are going to do out there. But we are looking at governor in here. There's something, he has his own assignment. And we're looking at what he has on the ground.
Okay, good evening.
Yes, good evening, Ekwa TV.
Good evening.
Good evening. How is Nasarawa State? What is happening?
Nasarawa State.
All right.
I really appreciate what you are doing there.
Thank you so much.
But I'm really worried. I don't know whether the portal is ready for our result to be announced for Nasarawa State. We are so eager to hear and know our fate.
Okay.
Your result is faith with Ekwa Television.
99%.
99% of the result have already been uploaded
on IREF.
So very soon you will hear a declaration from the official.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, NS. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're not okay. For the governor, what is that he has for us? What has he done? You know, and then look at the diversification, you know, of votes. If you ask me to say that, you know, and the division of the, you know, you have a governor APC, and probably maybe because of his strides, and is somebody that is doing well. You know, is somebody that is, you know, to go for the second time. I think he will do Gombe people proud, you know, by changing the narrative, because from Danjuma Goje, the governors that come at...
Is that Simon?
Hello.
Hello, we can hear
good evening.
you.
If you can hear us, please go on.
I'm Simon, still calling back from Bethlehem.
All right.
Okay.
You know, we are very eager to know the result. Witness such election.
Okay.
This is the first time we have witnessed such election here in Katsina. Like the APC have won, like an PDP have won only 11. So this is a very good election, and this is the first time this thing is happening. So we are very eager to know the result.
All right. Well, your point is noted, but well, so far results from Benue are being uploaded as well on the IREV, and we're going to let you know how far the results have been uploaded. But not to worry, like I said, INEC is the only body officially that has the constitutional power to make the declaration. So as soon as declaration is made, we are going to keep you updated. But so far, Oyo PDP 1, Akwa Ibom PDP, Ogun APC 1, Kwara State APC, Jigawa APC, Yobe State APC 1, and then...
Congratulations to Governor Inuwa.
I think we also have...
Okay, I want to know the status of result of Cross River State.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Simon.
All right, for now, INEC has not made any declaration, but we're going to keep you updated.
All right, Samuel. When INEC do that, we will let you know. So just keep your dad locked on Ekwa Television. Thank you, Samuel.
Okay, for Cross River, we have 2,927 results already submitted out of 3,281. We're talking about 89% already results submitted. So anytime soon, I believe I want to plead with people. You should be patient because INEC.
Your state,
so it's relaxed.
We are anxious. We want to know.
You want to know?
We want to know.
You look so like we
like
should
your
be
mind
calm.
is settled.
Yeah.
I've already gotten from my state, but you can't actually take this away from people.
Okay.
The anxiety, you know.
Yeah.
Let us also join other states to celebrate. So that's what is at play. So
Well, people are anxious. People want to know, and then as the information come, we'll let you
hello,
know.
Chris from Niger. Good
What is
evening.
the result for Niger State?
Niger State. But we're going to update you on the results that have been uploaded so far on IREP. So keep watching.
Yeah, but on this note, we will take we will take a short break, even as we gather the results that will be coming in as we come, and then let the viewer know what really is going on. From the rest of the results that are not yet out, we will let you know so far what is remaining. So thank you for keeping faith with Ekwa Television. We'll just go on this short break, so stay with us.
This one coming straight from out of the dancer.
Are y'all of them, my brothers, Nigeria? It's your boy, Run the Money. Now me be Ninja, now you be Ninja. Now we go be to carry Ninja to the great heights. Now me be Ninja, now you be Ninja. Now we go be to carry Ninja to the great heights. Make we join our hands together to make Nigeria a greater place to be. Make we join our hands together to make Nigeria a greater place to be. Make we join our hands together to be. So listen, too much talk, no they bring last conclusion. Now so we go the talk, bring ourselves confusion. For so many years we just dey find solution, but up to date, if I say we dey one station. The leaders where we choose to make our land the better place. Now leaders where tomorrow we this land to possess. The leaders where we choose, now them we want make you address. In Kayu Magana, the rich man go stop to your press. The Luchina Karua, the rich man does a careless. God don't protect your people, our great and strong leader. Now only when you lead us, we go climb the next ladder. Make you join the heads of our leaders to come together. We'll be your children, Papa God, now you be Ninja. Now you be Ninja. Now we go be to carry Ninja to the great heights. Now me be Ninja. Now you be Ninja. Now we go be to carry Ninja to the great heights. Make we join our hands together to make Nigeria great. Join our hands together to make Nigeria a greater place to be. Make we join our hands together to make Nigeria a greater place to be. Y'all there, man. Let's run the man way, say, so we can come and join our hands together to lift Nigeria up, you know. Yeah, and that's when everybody's gonna know that we are really great. We're the giant of Africa.
Thank you for joining us. It's still The Choice and on Ekwa Television International. And so far, we have given you 7 states already that has been declared. You know, we have Yobe, APC, Akwa Ibom PDP, Kwara APC, Oyo PDP, Ogun APC, Jigawa APC, and then Gombe. Any breaking news?
Well, the Independent National Electoral Commission, talking about INEC, has actually vowed to address across the country. So for all the states that people have pointed out to irregularities, virus forms, and INEC is vowing that they are going to actually address, proving. That means there must be facts, there must be evidence. They are going to address such irregularity, and they actually made this known through the its national commissioner, Festus Okoye, and he actually addressed press, and I think that was timely, because we always say absence of information can just give room for rumors to thrive. When people are talking, it is important that the commission promptly respond to that. That way, they say, no, we too are scared of hoodlums that may come and attack us, and where the INEC officials were. So that actually attracted the presence of the REC in Lagos, and the election was actually postponed to Sunday, and we saw how that commenced at 8:30, even though earlier there were issues of some issues coming up, because INEC were about to just stop the election, but people say no, it's against the Electoral Act until the last person on the queue actually vote before they can do that. So when there are cases like that, it's important that the appropriate authority always come out to address. Coming from one of INEC commissioner talking about Festus Okoye, saying they are going to deal with any issue of irregularity that has proven fact. It's a good one. Let's see that in action.
It's timely. It's timely, because I saw when the River State returns in River State, and then he asked them, you know, do you have evidence? They said yes, and they said he has given them room to do what the law say, what the guidelines say, that they should file in their complaint, and then they will look at what the law says concerning that, and they will act on it. And this is what people want to see, because they were like, okay, they feel if they continue with that, it's just that INEC is endorsing that whatever happened just got to court if you are not ready. But while you are the Constitution are giving you power, you know, to take care of some of these irregularities even before it gets to the court. So why not do that? And then I could see assurances, you know, coming from that quarter. And then with this statement coming, you know, from the INEC headquarters, I think is commendable, because this justice to it will go back to what the manual says, and then do the needful. Because sometimes you are even afraid of doing the right thing because you don't even know the outcome. But for INEC to say, go this way, I think that is the way to go. Let's correct some of these things. Results are supposed to be declared, you know, excellently, you know, by INEC, not by court. You know, is that do? I think it will get to a point that when you spend money as an institution and do what is wrong, then I think you should pay for it. Yes, because some of these things you can handle it. The people trust you responsibility, and whatever the law says concerning that, then you face it. I think by doing that, some of these things we will not see, all some flimsy excuses will not see. Whatever excuse that is coming is going to be tangible, and then people will see and say, yes, at least.
Well, you know, I think we can. Okay, let's just like, okay, do you have another update?
Go on.
Okay. Joyce just wants to keep us, you know, in suspense. I know, right now.
I know some people like, Joyce, talk. You guys should allow Joyce talk. Sele talk.
You know, looking at, you know, I'm just excited, you know, with the way the results are coming in. It's actually making me to calm down, you know. And, you know, looking
calm.
Okay.
I said remain calm.
I'm still calm, you know. But looking at the fact that I'm happy, you know, when you see INEC making certain statements, addressing certain irregularity, you know that they're actually taking lessons from what happened. We didn't see all actually taking note, you know. And that was why earlier I asked the question where I say, where does legitimacy lie? Does it lie with the people, or does it lie with, you know, governor, where we've always said here, let the court not always determine who is the winner at the end of the day. Let the people be able to say, this is the person we actually vote for, and then we are seeing that our voice is actually counted. So I think this is just the way things should be going. But I also have the concern where INEC keeps saying they do not have the power, So I'm just hoping that relevant authorities will actually take what should we do at this point in time where we see INEC making arrests, where we see irregularity and all of these things, coming up. What should be the next step forward? So I think it's the right way.
Well, just again...
Are you taking us to Katsina?
No. Well, except if you want to take us to Katsina.
Okay, go on.
All right, just a recap of the 7 states that so far we have called Oyo State. In Oyo State, Seyi Makinde pulled 563,000 votes to defeat his closest rival, who scored 256,685 in the result of the 354,348 to defeat his closest rival, Kanimo Udofia of the All Progressive Congress (APC), who scored 129,602 votes, and Labour Party Uduoko Bon, who got Viodun, pulled 276,298,000 to defeat his closest rivals, Ladi Adebutu of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), who scored Congress ADC, who got 94,754 votes, and who has the backing INEC. Let's go to Kwara State, where you have the governor Abdulrahman Abdul Razak of Kwara State, the All Progressive Congress candidate, who pulled 273,000 defeat his closest opponent, Abdullah Yaman of the People's Democratic Party. So the governor, Umar Nabadi, the deputy governor and the former commissioner of finance in the Northwest State, scored 618,449 votes to defeat his closest rival, Mustafa Lamido of the People's Democratic Party, who pulled 368,726,000, and Aminu Ringim of the New Nigeria People's Party, NNPP, who got 37,156 votes. So Umar Nabadi has been declared winner by INEC. Let's move to Yobe State. In Yobe, Maimala Buni has been re-elected governor of Yobe State, winning in all the 17 local government areas of the state with a total of 317,113 votes. The candidate of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Alhaji Sharif Abdullah, came a distant second with a total of 104,259 votes. So the governor has been re-elected and declared winner by INEC. And moving to Gombe State, Governor Inuwa Yahaya of Gombe State in the North East Nigeria, the candidate of the All Progressive Congress (APC), scored 342,821 to defeat his close contender Mohammed Jibril Berde of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), who scored 233,131. And INEC have declared Governor Inuwa Yahaya of Gombe State. These are the states we have. As they come, we keep you informed.
So I think even though I was excited waiting for Joyce, I thought you would tell me my state.
Even as she take orders.
We're told that following attacks, 96 INEC staff members have been rescued as police fuel attack in Kogi State. So when we talk about vulnerable, and we've seen where one was even shot in Rivers, but we're told that she's recuperating, and the bullet didn't affect her that well, but it's so uncalled for. Like I kept making reference to the assurance by the security of protections of citizens and even electoral material. I think as well as the people that are handling the electoral material. Well, she was shot, and thank God she's alive.
The one in Cross River?
Yes, Cross River. I think we can do more in protection, like proactive measures that we keep singing. It's beyond writing, it's beyond meetings. We've seen joint security meetings, and most times you just see was abducted and later killed as well. We've seen how even innocent citizens that went out to vote were attacked, so uncalled for. I think we should do the needful in discharging our primary responsibility. I'm talking about those in power, especially whether governors, because they're the chief security officers of their state. Well, as it is, 96 INEC staff members have been rescued. We saw how that yesterday 19 were abducted and they were also rescued. We've seen arrests in Kano and other parts. Even EFCC, even though they were attacked by some vote buyers, Kaduna, and then, but we saw they've made some arrests of people that were bent on buying vote as well, cut across different states in the country. Beyond arrests, let's see interrogation. Let's see the law taking its full course.
Right, just give it to us.
Okay, so for going to Katsina, we
Yes.
have the All Progressive Congress APC candidate in Katsina State, Diko Umar Radda, has a small and medium enterprise development agency pooled 859,829 votes to beat Garba Yakubu Lado of PDP, who scored 486,620 votes. Professor Moazu Abubakar Gusau, returning officer for Katsina governorship poll, however, is the one that so that's coming from Katsina.
So, well, again, I think there were cases of talks invading INEC offices. I think as coalitions are ongoing, the presence of security should be seen around cut across state coalition centers, so we don't hear that some people have parted with around these state coalition centers, whether at what level, local government, state level, there should be tight security, so that at the end of the day we won't be telling people stories instead of giving them the results that they expect.
Well, let's check the IRF and see the result of that idea. I want to check Kebbi. For Kebbi, we have 89% of result already uploaded. Yeah.
Well, and I think more are still coming from different states.
Yeah.
So, well, we keep our fingers crossed. Be careful of the information you consume so that you are not misled. Because when you go on social media, like I said earlier on, unofficial INEC, unofficial returning officers, because they will tell you that this state, this person has won and all of that. The only body that has the constitutional power to actually declare anyone winner is INEC in Nigeria. Even though in other climes is the media, because they actually monitor the reports in real time. At the end of the day, because it is INEC, let's be careful of information we consume on social media. But as they keep coming, we keep you updated. So stay with us.
Well, we'll take a short break and we'll return and continue to give you the update as they come in. So stay with us.
Bigger than we used to be, because we are Nigerians. Fly, rise, roll, stronger than our problems, because we are Nigerians. you be Nigerian, stand up. No lies, we all know the history, and it's a miracle that we're still here, If you're hopeful for Nigeria, stand up tall, You're stronger than you take credit for, oh my Niger, In your eyes I can see the sun, beautiful Niger. Your scars couldn't hold you down, they're just gemstones on your crown. You're strong and none can deny, we know where you're coming from. Oh my Niger, beautiful Niger. You go better if we work together. Oh my Niger, beautiful Niger. If we learn from our old mistakes, so oh my Niger, beautiful Niger. When we fall, make you rise up again. Oh my Niger, beautiful Niger, beautiful Niger. We will rise. We will grow. We will grow.
Y'all are there, my brothers, Nigeria. It's your boy, Run the Money. Now me be Ninja, now you be Ninja. Now we go be to carry Ninja to the great heights. Make Nigeria greater place to be. Make we join our hands together. To make Nigeria greater place to be. Make we join our hands together. To make Nigeria greater place to be. Make we join our hands together. To make Nigeria greater place to be. So listen, too much talk, no they bring last conclusion. Now so we go the talk, bring ourselves confusion. For so many years we just find solution, but up to date, people like say we don't want station. The leaders where we choose to make our land the better place. Now leaders where tomorrow we no go and see them face. Person where deserve to be punished, their weak case. Fights everywhere, people just they run like race. God has now you will give us this land to possess. The leaders where we choose, now they will want make you address. In Kayu Magana, the rich man go stop the oppressed. The Luchina Karua, the rich man just they care less. God don't protect your people, our great and strong leader. Now only when you lead us to go climb the next ladder. Make you join the heads of our leaders to come together. We'll be your children, Papa God and you be father. Now you be Ninja, now we go be to carry Ninja to the great heights. Now me be Ninja, now you be Ninja. Now we go be to carry Ninja to the great heights. Make we join our hands together. To make Nigeria a greater place to be. Make we join our hands together. To make Nigeria a greater place to be. Make we join our hands together. To To make Nigeria a greater place to be, make we join our hands together. To make Nigeria a greater place to be.
Nah, you ain't say, so we can come join our hands together to lift Nigeria up, you know. Yeah, and that's when everybody's gonna know that we are really great. We're the giant of Africa.
The gospel of Jesus Christ shares the gospel of Jesus Christ because the world must come to the realization of the power in the atonement of sin through the grace and mercy of Jesus Christ, sharing with the world the message of hope that can clean anyone from sin to enjoy the peace that is in Him. Echo Television International is live 24/7, preaching the message of salvation and truth to the world. Pray for Echo TV. Support Echo TV. Be part of Echo TV. Keep watching Echo Television International.
Brace up and do something new. Naija, brace up and do something new. Wake up and do something new. Naija, wake up and do something new. Yeah. Me, I have to cry out, cry out. My people need to wake up, oh. Wake up. I really wanna call out. Our life depends on this. Me, I have to cry out, cry out. Wake up and do something new. Naija. Wake up and do something new. Oh, since the day that they gave back to me, oh, we've been turning around the circle, turning around the circle. People just they die because of hunger. People just they suffer back to back. Many people no get place to stay, no get clothes to wear. Some of us no fit go school. Oh, we need a revolution. Niger. Me, I have to cry out, cry out. My people need to wake up, oh. Wake up. I really wanna call, wake up, oh. Wake up. I really wanna call out. Our life depends on this. Brace up and do something new. Niger, wake up and do something new. I wanna say that I'm so tired. Even if you know the hear news, you go no say Naija matter don't the pass power. But I will never ever give up on the labor of our fathers. When I say fathers, forefathers who never mind to give their lives for Naija, never mind to make the sacrifice. So this is not something we play about. This is not something we joke about. Naija we echo, it joke us for echo. I hope that you are feeling what I'm feeling. Naija, I hope that you are feeling what I'm feeling. Yeah. So, Yoruba people make una wake up. Hausa people make una stand up. Igbo people make una speak up. And every other tribe, oh. Naija, we need a new Nigeria.
Echo TV International, a lifestyle Christian television station, driving a mandate of reaching the world with the gospel of Christ through live events, talk shows and interviews, reality TV, kiddies shows, music videos, documentaries, relationships, family, arts and entertainment, politics, government, current affairs, business and finance.